So when performing a 1-rep bench press test, the purpose of it is to measure maximum strength of the chest muscle groups, and the equipment that is required is a flat bench, a bar, and various free weights. So here you see we have the bench, the bar, and the assortment of weights that we have that we're going to be using during our 1-rep max bench press test. So with our first technique, you have getting under the bar. So when you lay down, you want to make sure your butt, upper back are all in good contact with the pad. And then you want to line up your eyes with the bar, make sure your neck is positioned neutrally to prevent an injury. And in this picture, you see you don't want the wrist to lock back. You want them to stay in a neutral position and come down and touch your chest, come back up, still stay in that neutral position and not have a floppy wrist. So now our second one is foot position. The two most commonly used are the neutral foot position where the whole foot is planted. Then you have the feet back competition foot position where just the toes touch, but your feet should never be up in the air or on the bench. It causes you not to have a leg drive and you lose most of your stability when you do that. And one of our last techniques is hand position. Hand position is highly based on the individual, such as your injury history and what you're comfortable with. Most people will recommend the neutral grip, and you want to make sure that you are in a position where your wrist is not going to hyperextend, and you want your knuckles to stay behind the bar. So here with the athlete, you see that his shoulders are squeezed together. His arms are about at a 90 degree when he goes down to touch the bar to his chest. His feet are completely planted and neutral. His wrists aren't hyperextended, and his knuckles are behind the bar. He's also wearing wrist wraps to support his wrists as he's doing his 1-rep max bench press test. The first common mistake is bringing the bar too high on the chest. It ultimately puts a strain on the shoulders and it removes your back completely from the exercise. Another common mistake is not having a spotter present when trying to max out with heavy weight like our athlete is doing. The other athlete is helping him lift up. That way it doesn't put a lot of stress or strain on his shoulders. And he's also there in case the athlete lifting can't hold the weight or needs help pulling it back up. So one modification we have is for if you are experiencing shoulder pain or you have a shoulder injury, you're going to do a dumbbell press, which basically you're doing the same thing as a bench press, but you're using dumbbells with a lighter weight. With the warm-up, you want to have a 2 to 3 minute rest between sets to get the muscles fully ready to lift the heavy weight. Performing the test in between the max out attempts, you want to give the athlete roughly between 2 to 5 minutes of rest before they go and attempt the next weight.